Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. Insanity is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Lee in at the small forward position. And for Cleveland. And there are two big men out there, Mobley and Allen. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Winters in at the 3 spot. Here's Sochan. And one thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
And it's denied by Fox. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And you know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Well, they pushed the action on the offensive end, strategically super aggressive, and it really paid off for them at the free throw line.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Pass to Insanity. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Winter. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Here's Fox. Really played well against Milwaukee's last outing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Mitchell. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Garland the pass to Mitchell. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Pass to Fox. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. With the teardrop, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Garland against Fox. And the shot goes in.
Well, you ignore the contact, finish the shot. Great concentration from Mr. Garland.
And there's the pass to Insanity. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Let's check out the standings out west. We'll take a look at the Spurs. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
One thing Garland has always done is shoot doors. Now he's connecting at a higher clip.
Well, Kevin, we know that shooters shoot, and if you have that mindset, you never go away from it. The key for Darius Garland is the talent has always been there. He entered the league so young, efficiency was going to become a natural part of his game. And now, all of a sudden, the ability to include his teammates. This guy has a wealth of talent.
And he can't get the first one. By this time of the season, I think it's fair, Greg, to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And, Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition?
And he sinks the second.
Well, what you love is the leap that Darius Garland made in his third year. Named to the 2022 All-Star team, this guy can flat out score it.
Fox goes in. That one falls. Fox has got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 7-point differential. First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of Darius Garland on full display. This guy is skilled at creating opportunities.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. And Garland has it in the corner. Here's Winner. Another three for Cleveland.
They don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Insanity. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And he's good on the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Mitchell wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Passes it to Insanity. They get it back.
A hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mobley outside. From 10 feet out, and again it's Cleveland.
Okay, Evan Mobley a big, folks, but you can see the touch on that mid-range jumper. That's pure.
The wide open look here for Fox. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And Mobley throws it down.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Here's Insanity. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
check in on Evan Mobley. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. Now, here's Garland. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Washington. Here's Winter. Another three for Cleveland.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here is Fox. 6 points for him. Insanity the pass to Lee. It's deflected. Here's Winters. Inside. Lee kicks to Garland. Shot clock at 6. Allen outside. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Allen. And it's 6 points for Evan Mobley.
Man, that is a big-time, tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Mitchell outside. Mobley trying to free himself up.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Cleveland's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Garland, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
San Antonio foul. So, his first team foul.
Cavaliers leading. The kick out to Mobley. Wound up there for Allen. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a highlight play from Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Now, here's Fox. He has 6. And Insanity gets it to go.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And, Greg, you talk about rim protection. Cleveland can really shut down the lane, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, they have the personnel to do it. Big front court and point guards who can keep ball handlers in front of them.
Well, if you're a point guard like Darius Garland at his size, you've got to be able to get into that mid-range bag. Very well done.
Now, here's Fox. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Garland. He with the block. Here's Allen. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead. Outside, Fox. And oh, he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow! Here's Mobley, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you gotta love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Mobley.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so he hits both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Garland against Fox. Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Garland. Shot from 16. San Antonio with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Now, Mobley. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Garland against Wembanyama. Here's Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. 6 points for Allen.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Running onto the court, your Cavs powerhouse big team.
Free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. 5th on the list, Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Spurs trail by 6. Outside, Fox. Here's Wembanyama. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Loads it up there for Mobley, and stolen by Barnes. And it's sent back by Allen.
But Jared Allen, a rim protector at its finest. What a block.
Johnson outside.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
Mobley dishes to Garland. Vassell against Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Garland. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. Wembanyama has got 5.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Garland, and he uses the glass on the lane.
You see the quickness of Garland on display right there. He's working amongst the trees, no problem.
30 seconds left to play here in the first. Fox kicks to Johnson. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Assist from
Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Wembanyama against Garland. For 3, Mitchell, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
A great defense. Vassell is so versatile, and he's a player who can guard all 5 positions.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for Cleveland. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Harrison Barnes is out there with Lee. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Lee kicks to Paul. From the arc. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Paul.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Well, J.B. Bickerstaff, Greg, has done a tremendous job in his time with this Cavaliers team.
And has had him on the winning track since his first full season with the team. Really getting the most out of this roster. Not full of superstars, but full of guys who enjoy playing together.
San Antonio leading. Lee with the ball. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Jerome. Spruce with it beyond the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. Lee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you very much. The Cavaliers have one of the league's stingiest defenses. Evan Mobley says it's tough to be the best defense nowadays. Every team has multiple guys that are super talented. So just hanging our hats on defense every night. All of us are very versatile, can guard multiple positions. That's what makes us so good. Back to you guys.
Thanks, D.A. Good stuff. And the first one at the line is good. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Kevin, well, it depended on the conversation. But at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do. And you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
He takes it in. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Jerome.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here's Paul. Nothing on the board. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There is a challenge to the physicality of the game that Chris Paul embraces. Nice finish.
On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Vassell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Lee. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Cavaliers on D. Following the basket by Chris Paul. Mamukelashvili. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. Chance to check out the numbers for Mitchell. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 27 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Jerome, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Lee, 11 points in the game. And that one's good. Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs. Here's Jerome, defended by Paul. For 3, Mitchell, and it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Lee. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Count that one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Mitchell right side. Kicks it to Hunter. All alone. And he hits the jump shot. Hunter's got his first basket.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
You know, what, if anything, is left to be said about Donovan Mitchell's stunning 71-point game, Doris, in 2023?
You know what, Kevin? I think we can lose the fact that he also had 11 assists. And to couple those 2 achievements, 71 points with 11 dimes, amplifies the scoring because it proves that he wasn't hunting shots. What an extraordinary overall performance.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after the basket by San Antonio.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here is Lee. 15 points in the game. The shot by Paul, no good. Mitchell passes to Jerome. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket for Mitchell.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Now here's Paul. An 11-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee. The pass to Vassell. Ball's knocked loose. Just his first attempt. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Hey, that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Mitchell passes to Jerome. Some solid D from Paul.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Now Cleveland moving it up. A pull-up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
First one falls for him.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And both free throws good for Hunter. San Antonio with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Barnes outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 10.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes it to Hunter. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Hunter's got 7 points here in this quarter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Here they come, fans. It's your Cavs.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Donovan Mitchell.
That was your Cleveland Cavs minis.
San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Insanity. He's got 10. Here's Fox. Mobley with the block. To the paint. Here's Winner. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Now just a 5-point Spurs lead. Fox against Garland. Outside, Fox. On the wing lead. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Rebound by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. Garland. And again, it's Cleveland.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Sohan. He lobs it up. No good from Lee.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Sohan. And that time, also a missed shot. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Mobley. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama against Mobley. Over Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Mobley misses.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Garland against Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Tries again. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Clock at 4. There's Garland.
And the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets up on the pressure. Really makes you work for the shot.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Winner. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox against Garland. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Merrill. Here's the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The pass to Insanity. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 14 points for Insanity.
They're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Winner. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
You have in the second quarter.
Good on the second free throw.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And he nails the third.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Garland against Fox. And a wide open look for Lee. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Passes to Merrill. Mitchell left side. Count it. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. And Wembanyama throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Garland finds Mobley. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Outside Fox. Here's Lee. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Mitchell outside. Down low. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Insanity, covered by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Offensive rebound.
Cleveland foul. Donovan Mitchell, his second, third team foul.
The Spurs have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Garland. Basket good. Garland's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Back from outside. No good that time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. And they had their fingerprints all over that second quarter, coming back from a deficit and building a 7-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
The energy on D stood for discipline.
They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we've got third quarter basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Winters in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Garland, the pass to Winters. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound San Antonio. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Fox from 13 feet. It goes down.
Assisted by
Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. That one goes in.
Mitchell. Love watching Donovan Mitchell push through contact. Big time frame, elite athleticism. Look out.
Outside, Fox launches a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Winters with the bucket.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama has studied all the greats and one in particular, Kobe Bryant. He says, I know all his stats and records, but mostly I admired his state of mind and his philosophy and his approach to the game. When I suffer, when I have a doubt, I wonder what Kobe would have done. And I know he would have done more, so I'm going back to him. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And insanity gets it to go.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Fox against Garland. Allen outside. He's looking for Mobley and finds him. Shoots. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from the professor. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Sohan. 6 points for him. On the clock with the drive. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Fox against Garland. Pass to Insanity. Here's Wembanyama. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Here's Mitchell. Right through the D for the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, a ton of traffic around him, big bodies, and Donovan Mitchell just so tough in there.
Insanity the pass to Fox. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Hunter's checked in for Mobley. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. He with the block, and they're able to recover. Here's Jerome. Hunter, no one around him, and the 3 off target. Wembanyama down low, guarded by Garland. Wembanyama gets the bucket. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Spurs?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number.
This team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Boris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
Johnson's checked in. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Second, the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Winners, 22 points for him. Pass to Jerome. A rebound by the Spurs. Now the pass to Insanity. He dishes it to Fox. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Here's Fox. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Fox kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Lee. Clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce. Lee's got 24 points.
The court awareness improving with time. Johnson with a great pass there.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Allen passes to Winner. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. Averaging about 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Fox against Garland. Shoots from the elbow. 2 points. That one goes. Garland's got 15.
Every season, Darius Garland gets more confident, especially in that scoring ability.
Fox passes to Johnson. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lee's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
To the wing right side. Hands it from downtown. And that's now 25 points for the professor.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Johnson outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Inside, here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Fox against Garland. And Fox gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the middle, here's Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Throws it up high. Here's the break. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Lee. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And the Spurs making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Spurs leading by 4. Fox looking it over. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. Hunter, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Allen. To the inside, Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Up top, Garland, covered by Lee. The slam dunk by Garland.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Jared Allen.
This is what you're looking for on offense. Take advantage of the big man you have. Get him an easy look at the rim.
The Spurs have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for the Professor. And Porter subbed in for Garland. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Lee. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside, Porter. He kicks it to Hunter. Passes it to Jerome. And he makes that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Mobley, the pass to Jerome. Back to Mobley. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Okay, good shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Johnson, that's for 2. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Pass to Mobley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
This is why it's hard guarding Evan Mobley at times. This guy, when he's aggressive, forcing defenders to match his energy.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Mobley. And both free throws good for Mobley. San Antonio trailing here. Outside, Fox. And that one, good. Fox has got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mobley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
You can see the defender struggling to contain Mobley. He's got size, he's got agility, and he's got touch.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That one is off. And he's good on the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Mobley. No good with the elbow jump. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the 4th? And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
The only difference is competitiveness. Stick with the strategy, stick with each other. Long night. Keep competing, keep pounding, keep pounding. It ain't about any one person. It's about us and how we do.
Banding together the guys. Greg Popovich preaching toughness and unity.
And Pop really zeroes in on the fight. He's one of those guys, if you don't play your hardest, you don't play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Fox is out there with Insanity. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, filling out the middle.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Porter with a block. Now here's Mobley. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Spurs shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And they call an illegal screen here. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Insanity to the middle. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
San Antonio making a switch here. Lee's checked in.
One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside, Fox. Latrey connects from three-point range. Fox has got 25 points.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Here's Porter. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
It's deflected. And the pass to Sohan. No good that time. Hunter with some nice defense. Porter at the elbow. Good work defensively by Fox. San Antonio leading by 4. And stolen by Mobley. Pass to Hunter. There's the dish to Mobley. Porter against Lee. Floats it up there for Mobley. Just 4 to shoot. And they're on the break. 13 feet away. He gets that one. 28 points for lights out.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Porter. That's tipped. And they'll get another chance. Here's Jerome. Here's Sohan, guarded by Porter. Count it.
Jeremy.
And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Here's Lee. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to Strus. Over Lee. Lee with the block. To the paint.
And give Fox some love there. The D wasn't that bad, but he was just focused on finishing that one.
Now Porter.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first. The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Mobley. The professor comes in for Max Strus. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jerome. And it's Garland in for Porter. Insanity the pass to Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Or the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. And he gets it to go. Fox has got 9 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Ball's checked in for San Antonio. Wembanyama outside. They get the rebound, and they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Winners, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And Cleveland making a change here. Mobley's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Fox is checked in. San Antonio on defense. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Point play chance here for him.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
At the line for Cleveland, Evan Mobley.
Free throw good, Mobley. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. San Antonio calls timeout.
Okay, everyone, look who's running onto the court. Your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game. Lights out.
And guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Insanity, the pass to Sohan. Wembanyama outside. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama has got 17 now, just in the second half. Mitchell outside. Pass to Winters. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. That's 29 points for the professor.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Outside, Fox. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Fox has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Lets it go from 11. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Spurs leading by 15. Wembanyama with it. There's the pass to Insanity. No good from Lee.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And here is Garland. Locked up there for Allen, and stolen by Wembanyama.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense in this quarter.
Good work there as it goes.
And, you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Fox. Mobley with the block. From deep. Fox, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Mobley, the pass to Garland. Back to Mobley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Fox passes to Insanity. Here's Sohan. Passes it to Lee. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Lee's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, here's Mitchell, 13 feet away. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Here they come, fans. It's your Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team.
side, Fox. Lee outside. Shoots over Mobley. Kept alive. Excellent D there from Allen.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Garland against Fox. Garland left side. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lee outside. Allen against Wembanyama.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Insanity. Basket good. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now, here's Mitchell. Mobley. Yes! And the foul. Sohan. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Spurs making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Free throw good, Mobley. Now, here's Fox. There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Allen. Over Fox. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Garland.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Fox against Garland. Here's Lee. Here's Wembanyama. Good D by Mobley. Outside Garland. Pass to Winters. Outside Garland. No good there. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what they want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.